Okay, as I mentioned in last video, I see that I got Aiptasia into the system now by the latest purchases of corals, and I also see that it's popping on some of the a little bit older corals, but so far there's none on the rock. I'll review quickly my favorite ways of dealing with Aiptasia, and first one is actually the pure biological ones, meaning like we have on the left here, that is actually a peppermint shrimp. I say I have a 50-50 luck with peppermint shrimp. Some they do Aiptasia really well, and some they don't do at all. I brought it up with the shop, and the shop actually claimed that from this supplier, this vendor, they have a really good strain of shrimps. So they're really hungry for Aiptasia. So that's why I only bought one, else I would have probably bought two. So far I don't have that much Aiptasia in the system, so I will I might, when he's finished, I might fish him up again and bring him back to the store. I've also tried with a butterfly fish, and I think 2 out of 3 did the job very well. And I also tried with a filefish, and 2 out of 3 did the job very well there as well. So that's good. I think on level 2 on the defense against Aiptasia is to get with some of the nicer products that you would put into your system. Some of my fellow reefers, they use boiled water, but I haven't been successful with boiled water. It seems like I don't get the grip of it every time it cools down before I bring it down to the anemone I want to kill. But then one of the products that I've had quite good success with is lime water or kalkwasser, calcium hydroxide. So now I actually did purchase a bucket of, no, you're not able to see it, it's aquamedic kalkwasser powder, and I have a needle and a syringe. So that one I've quite good experience with. The trick is to hit the mouth before the coral, before the anemone retracts, so you want it to ingest. And thirdly, if all else fails, I actually did buy a Red Sea Aiptasia X. I've also used Joe's juice, but what actually got me going on this one was the design of the needle, which is one of the needles has a bent shape, so I think that'll ease accessibility quite a lot. They are claiming this product that it has that you're able to approach the anemone without it retracting, so it ingests everything, and it's claimed reef safe. And yeah, I trust Red Sea with other products, so I should trust them with this as well. Still, this is on the 3rd place, this or Joe's juice. Currently I think I have about 10 Aiptasia in the tank, one on the Euphilia, one on the brain coral. I mean, these are just nymph, very small. Then I have 2 on that rock and about 5 on that rock. Okay, that goes about 9. And the biggest one is on the rock of the Milky. So my idea here is actually I'm gonna change focus of the camera to try to focus on the biggest anemone. It's less than a centimeter big, and then I'm gonna try to pinch it with kalkwasser. And after that I'm actually gonna release the shrimp into the system. And for your reference, I have been introducing it with at least 10 changes of water, or adding higher and higher concentration of my reef water during the last 3 hours actually. So I did some stuff in between. So it is safe to introduce it, and I pause. Okay. At the base of at the base of the Milka there is the head of yeah, you see the needle. That one. It went a little bit better than I had expected. I maybe have low expectations. I might even cram this small nymph here as well. Talc, so you can use it to raise your pH level in the tank, and so if you have a lot of anemones, there's the theoretical chance that if you use it a lot, you will raise the pH level to unhealthy levels. But in this case of 10 anemones, it's not a risk. I don't see a risk for it. And raising the pH now before the night light goes on, it's also a good idea, I think. Yeah, well, it's not a bad idea at least. I will pause again and we'll see on our new inhabitant when he moves into the reef. Oh. Okay, now keep in mind that I already adjusted him for my salt water. So I do that with all of my corals and also all of my corals, fish, and everything. I make them. Oh. He likes his plastic bag, this guy. And this is a better technique. You know, clownfish, be nice to this guy now. It's the first shrimp. Okay. We'll keep our thumb for this guy. That's not that he'll do the job. And if he fails, we will reside back to Kalkwasser, and if Kalkwasser fails, we will go for Aiptasia X. That's the plan. I hope, yeah, sooner or later every aquarium gets with Aiptasia. So you will learn how to deal with it. And these are my best tips, and I wish you all good luck. Actually, I have one more addition. Now in my case, I started spotting, and it's clearly visible here that, yeah, here's Aiptasia starting to come. The biggest one was 1 centimeter. So I tried to address it as quickly as possible before they get too big, because when they get too big, they can actually start breeding or populating or reproduce. So I think it's easier to address it before it gets out of hand and they're hard to access. And now in this case also it's a benefit with a bare bottom. It is that I have easily movable corals, so I can twist them around, get them out of the system, and more. So I should have good chances of actually getting rid of this plague. But yeah, it's better to act rather quickly than to wait and see if it passes, and then it turns into a really big problem. I think that's a good tip. Good luck, guys, girls.